Hello students, let's begin with another interesting pattern. Here instead of stars, instead of counting, you have to print A, B, C, D going till 0, till O. So the logic is the same. You start printing from row number 0 and you have to start printing from column number 0 and go on till your row number becomes equal to the column number. So in the first row, you have just one character A printed. In the next row, when row number is 1, you start printing from column number 0 and print till your row number becomes equal to column number, that is column number 1, and you have to print A, B and C. In the next iteration, when row number is 2, you have to start printing from column number 0, column number 1 and till column number 2. So the logic is the same. Let's quickly see the program. So in the program, if you see, we have ch character is equal to A. Now we have another variable count is equal to ord bracket mein ch. Now ord is a function. What does ord do? In Python, the ORD function takes your character and returns its integral value. See, you cannot apply arithmetic operators on characters and strings. You know that very clearly. In chapter 1, you must have understood that arithmetic operators cannot be applied on characters and strings directly. So how do we do it then? See, every character in Python is stored in memory with its ASCII value. It has a numerical value. So the word computer stands for computation, comes from the word computation. So when you have to do any kind of computations on characters, you have to first convert it into a number. How do we do it? We convert that character into a number. So the code of capital A is 65 in ASCII. So if you try to print the value of count, you will get 65. I hope this is clear. So you got 65, right? So I will remove this now. It was just put there to make you understand, right? So now count is equal to 65 and your ch character is A. We again have two loops. One loop for row number and one loop is for column number. We need to have how many rows are there? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows, right? So that row number goes from 0 to 4. So in the range function, we prepare a sequence starting from 0 which goes on till 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. For each row, you want to have as many print statements executed as I plus 1. So first time your I is 0. So how many values will be printed? 0 plus 1 is 1. So your range sequence will produce a sequence of just 0, right? So you are what are you printing? You are printing character value of count. Your count is 65. So you convert it into character and then print it on the screen. Then what do? You are doing count is equal to count plus 1. So the count value of count here was 65. So now the value of count becomes 66, right? And then you come here, print statement with empty parenthesis will take you to the next line. So now your row number is 1. You come to the next row and then there this J loop will be executed. It will prepare a sequence 0 and 1. That indicates that you will have two values, two iteration of J loop for row 2. So for the next row, right? And there what are you going to print? The character value of count. So now our count is 66. What is the character value of 66? It is B. So now B is printed. After printing B, we again do count is equal to count plus 1. So now the value of count becomes 67, right? So when we print this value again, the count is 67. The character value of count is C. So C gets printed, right? So in the second row, we print two values. Then after the second row is over, we come to the third row when the value of I is 2. So now in this time, we will have the J sequence as 0, 1 and 2. Why 1 and 2? Because it is 3 and the range sequence produces a sequence less than 1, right? So 0, 1 and 2. So now in the next row, three values will be printed, that is D, E and F. This will go so on and so forth until you print 5 rows.